EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Houston Texans. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails. Over the end line. On first down, Watson trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On second down, Elliott a first down and more. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. Elliott, the leading rusher for the second time in his 3 NFL seasons, 1,434 yards, more than 100 better than second-place Saquon Barkley.
And the offense runs through Ezekiel Elliott in Dallas. He makes them go. And how about how he added to his pass catching this year? His numbers jumped up in a big way. So when Dak Prescott didn't have something downfield, he just dumped it out into the flat to number 21.
Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. But the Houston Texans, as they come onto the field, obviously their offseason hit a little earlier than they wanted in January, making it to the playoffs, losing to Indianapolis. That was the first time that 2 AFC South teams had actually met in the playoffs when they squared off with the Colts.
And think about how the two of them began the year. Houston began 0-3. The Colts began 1-5. Yet they both finished so hot. The Colts down the stretch, 9-1 in their last 10. Houston 8.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him for a loss of 5.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, Charles, it feels like Lamar Miller's been around the NFL forever, but he's still just going to turn 28 in April. And this past year, though, 973 rushing yards, good for 12th in the league.
And you know that he's capable of being a 1,000-yard runner year in and year out, save for some injuries, and maybe utilizing the pass game a little bit more in Houston. 4.6 yards per carry is a healthy number, and that was his highest since 2014 when he was with the Miami Dolphins.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Play action from Miller. Now Watson escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Bill O'Brien, an offensive mind, and he's going to trust his offense here. They're going for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. Watson on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Watson looks to throw again. Dancing to his left. And it's a touchdown. Deshaun Watson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return, it's Jordan Lewis. Well, as they take the field here for the next drive, let's talk about the AFC Championship game. How excited are you for Mahomes and Brady, Chiefs and Patriots?
I'm very excited because, remember, this is a rematch game, just like in the NFC, where they played in the regular season, but this time the site is different. Regular season, they were in Foxborough, and Tom Brady and the Patriots won late against Kansas City. But how about this? The first quarterback to have a 50-touchdown season, Tom Brady, he's taking on the latest to do so in Patrick Mahomes.
And you've also got the likely MVP in Mahomes against arguably the greatest to do it all time. The storylines here just at the quarterback position are limitless.
Yeah, and remember we said they met in the regular season? It was 43-40. The win for the Patriots in Foxborough, but Kansas City walked out of there vowing revenge.
Prescott to throw it. And incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Prescott. Oh, is able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Under. Get out. Check. Under. 26.
A first down carry by Elliott. And an alley to run. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here we go, 46.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Bust through the tackle. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Coming now. Check. Here you go.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. Shedding the tackle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And now running right through it. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal.
4 down. There you go.
Looking to throw. Prescott. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Well, partner, let's look ahead to the NFC Championship game while we got a second. Sunday, 3 Eastern, Rams, Saints. What do you think about that matchup?
I'm loving the matchup, and it's right back of the site where they played in the regular season. And the Saints got out to a 21-point lead, and the Rams reeled them in before the Saints won it by 10 down the stretch. Here's where I think the biggest matchup of the game is. Marcus Peters, corner for the Rams, against Michael Thomas, receiver of the Saints. And
he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he's going to go down again. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Watson now to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Flag 22! Flag 22!
They are going for it. Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And all the way down to the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st and 10, Watson steps away to his left. On a crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now he's flushed out left, and that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
A first down throw for Prescott. His throw incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Well, a reminder to everyone out there, coming up soon, the NFL Club Championship event. Now, there are a handful of those club events that haven't been determined yet, but eventually there will be a representative from each of the 32 NFL teams. It's about $700,000 worth of prize money, and it's all going to take place live on Twitch every day at 3 Eastern, noon Pacific, starting January 30th. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And his throw is incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again.
Tiger. Come back.
They're going for it. It's Watson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here we go. Wide.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. After the interception, here's Watson. Open man is QT, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Come back.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here you go. Check. Brando.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A give to Elliott. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. 46. 4 down. Check. 26.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Flushed up, and a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Prescott now. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And it's taken in at the 9. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Being chased out left. That is incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Watson. Going to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Back now in Arlington. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Reset. Richmond. Come back.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they work this out past the 25. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On 3rd down, Miller. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
On the run, he'll let this go deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. On 1st down, Watson. Buying time to his left. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And out now come the Cowboys. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
47. Go, get out there.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Swing to the field, right. To the right.
2nd down, Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and it's 3rd down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Swing to the field, right. To the right. Get out. Let's go.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go. Get out. Go. Get out there.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
Good.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Reset. Richmond. Hey, green the line.
Throwing now, Watson. Forced out to his left. Got an open man, it's QT. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
I think we should put a stopwatch on that one. You talk about having all day to throw the football, able to scan the field, find someone open after a long time. Big-time credit to the offensive line for protection. That's what we used to call throwing out of the rocking chair.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Back to throw, Watson. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it.